What is up, guys? Sonduren for Canadian Rider here. Today we're in the Lexus IS350. It's the 2006. I did a video previously, and this is my daily driver, and I want to do a long-term reliability update for you guys. I know there's a lot of people that are interested in the car, a lot of Toyota and Lexus fanboys, but I want to let you know my experience with this car approaching 300,000 kilometers. First thing we need to talk about is the price. So I wanted a reliable, robust daily driver with a set of luxury features for a good price. And that's pretty hard to find, but these Lexuses, the IS250 and the IS350, are actually really great candidates for somebody that's looking for a reliable, luxury coupe or, four-door passenger car. I really wanted something that can transport me. I can winter drive in the winter, have some luxury features, isn't gonna break the bank in terms of initial cost of investment and maintenance. So this car, you can find these cars, Lexus IS250 or IS350, the Gen 2 model years. So I'm talking about 2006 to, let's say, 2012. You can find those cars in a range between, I see $5,000 for some higher kilometer cars, up to $10, $12, $13, $14, $15,000. There's a large range, and what I wanna say is that I personally bought a car with very high kilometers, but it had solid maintenance records, and I think that's the most important thing. So I bought my car with 180,000 kilometers at the time. I bought it about 3 or 4 years ago, and since then, all I've done for the car is oil changes, did the consumables, brakes and rotors, and it's been rock solid, reliable, aside from some minor things like, the trim, the plastic trim fades over time and starts like rotting, and you got to replace a $100 piece of plastic trim, or some minor things like that. Since I've had the car, honestly, it's been rock solid, reliable. Engine, solid, almost 300,000 kilometers on it. Transmission, solid. If those are the two hearts of the car, those things have been working phenomenally. All I've been doing, full synthetic oil changes on this Lexus IS350 with changing the oil filter every 10,000 kilometers. So what I'm using right now, I'm using 5W30 in the summer and 5W20 in the winter, a little bit of a lighter weight in the winter. And since then, honestly guys, it's been rock solid. This car's got a lot of power as well. So if you look at the specs on this car, V6 engine, almost 300 horsepower with this engine. So it's got a lot of power. It's not lacking in the power department, power delivery at all. And in terms of fuel economy, it's not great, it's not horrendous. It could be better. And the thing is, it is using premium fuel. So if you're looking at fuel, it's costing me roughly in Canada, fuel for premium is about $1.40 a liter, and it's costing me like $80 to fill up this car. So it is expensive. And if you're talking about like highway kilometers in terms of mileage, I'm getting roughly, if I'm stuck right on the highway, 600 kilometers on the highway. But if I'm doing a mix of city and highway, I'm getting around 520 kilometers on average for a full tank. So you do need to put premium in this car. But if you think about, the initial cost of investment, very low maintenance costs other than on this car, oil changes, brake fluid swaps, your brake pads and your rotors. It's truly like super reliable in that sense. Not only is it giving you that reliability that you really want in a car that's your daily driver, that I'm putting at least 25,000 kilometers a year on at least, it's also very comfortable. So it is an older car, but it's got a lot of great comfort features. Right now, both seats are heated and cooled, which is phenomenal. Power seats on all of them. I have full controls here on the left-hand side. It's really a comfortable yet sporty ride. You come in the car, it does feel very sporty, it really does, but it's also it's full of comfort features. It's really great. When I come in this car, I feel kind of like I have this great firm suspension, but it's still soft and compliant when I'm driving over in these horrific downtown roads here in Southern Ontario. So really, it's kind of the full package as my daily driver. This is the rear-wheel drive version. The IS350 is the rear-wheel drive, so it does have a little bit of that fun that you can get with it, and it does come with a staggered wheel setup, stock OEM. For the winters, I typically keep it 225, 40, 18s all around for the winter driving setup. But honestly, it's been super reliable. I know a lot of people, you're looking for a car that has the best bang for the buck, one. Two, it's not gonna kill you in maintenance, especially if you got a daily driver. So I typically drive this to work, from work, winter and summer. I only take my Audi R8 on the nice days, on the weekend. So this is really my workhorse of where I'm going around, out and about, everywhere I go. And it's been nothing but reliable. Great storage, so the trunk is huge. You can stuff a lot of stuff in the trunk. Back seat is great. It'll comfortably fit 2 people. It can fit up to 3 people in there. And passengers, you sit in this, I'm extremely comfortable. It's fully adjustable. Memory settings, up to 3 memory settings if you have different people driving the car. This is an automatic car. So you don't have the manual transmission on this option. You can get a manual transmission, but my car has the automatic 6-speed automatic. Really lots of storage compartments here, a lot of storage options. It really is a great car. And if you think about, like, I've had nothing but great things to say about any Lexus or Toyota car. They really make quality parts. This engine is rock solid and reliable. Now, I love this car so much. When my fiance was looking for a car for a daily driver, I immediately pointed her to a Lexus IS250 or a Lexus IS350. Now, what you'll find in the used marketplace is that the price difference between the two is not actually that much. And while the engine is smaller and less powerful on the IS250, it actually doesn't consume much less gasoline. The mileage is roughly the same on both of them. They both take premium fuel. So I'd say if you can find a Lexus IS350, take it over the 250. Now, the one thing about the Lexus IS250s that you need to be aware of, and this we can maybe do another video about on my fiance's car, who also has over 300,000 kilometers, and she's put like 50,000 kilometers on the car in a year almost in her driving. She drives a lot, and she's had no problems. The one thing is to think about is that these cars can suffer from some sludge buildup in the Lexus IS250s because it is a direct injected motor, while the IS350 is direct injected and port injected. So, but in order to accompany that or to maintain that for the IS250, you have to do regular synthetic oil changes with the filter regularly. You do not want to miss out on that. So on her car, we do it at about every 8,000 kilometers. Full synthetic oil change, the best kind of synthetic you can get, class 4 if I can, and an oil filter change. But honestly, they've been nothing but workhorses. I personally paid for this car at the time, I think I bought it about 4 years ago now, $10,000. So if you look at the depreciation on this car as well, I've driven it almost 100,000 kilometers since I bought the car, and more than 100,000 kilometers since I bought the car. I've had it for 4 years. I could probably still sell this in the market for like $5,000–6,000, which is really good. That's really great that I can sell it for that much, which, you talk about depreciation on an already depreciated car, really good. The other thing is that if I calculate all the money that I've spent on maintenance on this car, I do the oil changes on myself on this car. You guys seen the video, I put in the Fumoto valve on the drain plug cover, so I can quickly and easily do my oil changes. It takes me no longer than 20 minutes to do out the filter and the oil change, and it's super easy to do that on this car. The good thing about this car, you can do all the maintenance on this car yourself, super easy. You don't need any kind of special tools or any crazy equipment. I just do it myself, and I'm able to maintain this car. I think the most expensive repair I've done on this car is the AC line leaked. Cost me like $500–600 one time. I did the brakes, rotors, and pads for $400, and then just oil changes cost me, you know, I pick up some oil when it's on discount at Canadian Tire for like $30. Oil filters $10, and I just do my oil changes. That's it. It's super reliable. I never would feel if I need to take a road trip that's super far, is it gonna bail out on me? No. In terms of if you're looking for a daily driver that can take you short distances, long distances, it's comfortable, it's reliable, you know it's got a good brand in Toyota, Lexus, you know you could resell it in the future for some coin, right? It's not gonna be trash like a lot of, unfortunately, I owned a lot of GM cars, like the old Impalas and Luminas, and at the end of their useful life, they're kind of like $300 at the scrappers. But no, this, you can like still drive it. This is, after I'm done with this car, which I don't know when I'm gonna be done with this car, I can give it to someone else and they'll be able to use it. Like, I don't see myself ever getting rid of this car because I don't think it will ever die. Like, it's going to need the regular maintenance to keep up with it, but besides like the consumables, guys, I don't see this car breaking down anytime soon. I would be shocked, to be honest with you, if it did break down at like 500,000 kilometers or less. I'm already 300,000 kilometers. I still think it's got another 200,000 kilometers to go. I'm talking about when I really gun this car, like, it's got pickup, like, right, look at this. Like, it's a strong, healthy engine. There's no ticking, there's no weird shifts in the transmission. It can pick up and go. A lot of great highway passing power. Again, you got 300 horsepower. 300 horsepower is nothing to, you know, cough about. 300 horsepower maybe 10 years ago was like a Mustang. Then that was like, wow, you have 300 horsepower. And you're getting that with this car. You're getting the reliability of like a Honda or a Toyota in this car. You're getting the comfort features of what Lexus has best to offer in this IS class that's a little bit sporty in this car. it really is impressive. This is, I think, if you look at some of the best cars that Lexus has ever produced, I'd say the Lexus IS250 and IS350, this generation, even the newer generations, goes down as some of the best reliable passenger cars that you can buy in the market. And I'm just a huge fan of them. It's obvious. And I've owned German cars. I own a 2008 Audi R8. I own a whole bunch of different cars. I can tell you that this car is the one that makes me sleep easy at night. I don't need to think about it. I don't need to think about a bunch of 12 different things that I need to change, like a Vanos from my old BMW E46 M3 or some other things. Like, all this thing needs is, you know, regular maintenance. Just take care of it well, and it's gonna take care of you, which is why I love this car. So if you guys have any questions about it, please let me know. I've had the car for a while. My fiance's had the car for a while as well. We're both staunch Lexus lovers after our experience with these cars. Like, I see myself in the future, if I do buy another car, it's gonna be a new Lexus. It's gonna be another Lexus. The other thing I want to make sure, if you are looking for this car, the only thing I would say is don't worry too much about the kilometers. Past high kilometers, just look at the maintenance records. Don't necessarily run away from a great deal because it has high kilometers. Like, I see these cars going no problem to 500,000 kilometers. Make sure you check out the body for rust. Rust can be an issue on these cars if you don't like take care of it. Not like the Mazdas. So let me just phrase that. So I have a little bit of rust on the seal of my trunk, a tiny bit, which I'm gonna get repaired. My fiance has no rust on her car, and her car's a 2009 Lexus IS250. So really, go ahead when you look for this car, take it out for a drive, make sure that everything's like running well with it, look at the maintenance records, and again, just make sure you maintain it. Like, when you get this car, make sure you maintain it. It's gonna treat you right. I love this car. If you have any other questions, guys, please let me know in the comment box down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you guys so much. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. It's pretty crazy. And I know you guys wanted a long-term reliability update video on this car. A lot of you guys were interested, asking me questions on it. And maybe I'll do another video specifically about the Lexus IS250. Again, if you're worried about this sludge buildup on the Lexus IS250 versus the IS350, try to get the IS350. I think if the option is there, Lexus IS350 or Lexus IS250, the 350 should be your choice every single time. And if it's not, if you find an amazing deal on an IS250, don't be scared. Don't be scared. There is a TSB that was actually issued for the car a long time ago. If it had the TSB done for it, that means it's fine. If it hasn't, you still shouldn't be scared, because if you just maintain it properly, it's got good maintenance records, it will be fine for the foreseeable life of the car. Again, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.